Here we go. Button pushed. Welcome everybody to episode 14, series 2 of the Ladies Wot Pod. Blimey, where did that come from?
Oh, good grief.
It's like
got blinding light.
Sunshine. What is occurring? Stop it. A sunny
south. Right. It'll be dark soon.
Oh, that's true. I ought to make it. Yes, now the clocks have gone back. And I need to change my cameras. Just reminded me. Welcome to the Ladies Wot Pod. I'm Claire Jones, and I'm bathed in sunshine on the edge of the fens in north of Cambridge, on the edge of the fens. Well, no, I'm in South Cambridgeshire County Council, and it's just ridiculous. And East Cambridgeshire Parliamentary City. I mean, according to the political world, I'm in about 5 places at once. Anyway, I'm definitely just north of Cambridge. And I normally wear a red hat. And I've had a busy weekend. And you are Mrs. Saunders?
I am Liz Saunders. And I am chairman of the Saint Supporters Club and chief halo and mother and grandmother of rugby players. I think that's a way of putting it. And it was very cold watching the mini rugbies yesterday. Very, very suddenly become winter. But,
yeah, it's definitely got chillier. So I was quite glad I was watching rugby on Saturday indoors. Yes.
I'm in South Northamptonshire.
Yes. Yeah, indeed you are. Yes.
Yes. Sunny, but it's not. It is. But, you know what my little house is like, small windows. So unless it's directly in, you can't see it. So it's round the corner.
It's definitely. Well, I've got the blinds shut. I'm still, bathed in sunshine.
Yeah.
So we are top of the lead after Block 1, as it's known in the trade, which is the first 5 games of the Gallagher PREM. Saints sit atop the league on 23 points. And if you mention that to Dowse, he still talks about the 2 points that we're not next. Good on you, Dowse. You keep going. But anyway, we're 2 points ahead of Bath, in second place. And we are the only unbeaten team in the Gallagher PREM. So, and we played Saracens on Friday.
Oh, we did. Oh, I was, as you know, tad nervous beforehand. But I always am. And then, but then I wasn't. I stopped. Now, this is really bizarre. I stopped being nervous when they came, but when we were only 17 points up and they came back at us, because I thought that's fine. We're not losing too much of a lead. I can live with this, and we'll come back. And I wasn't nervous for the rest of the game. I don't know. Make of that what you will.
I wasn't nervous, but I rarely am, actually. It takes a lot for me to be nervous. But I was busy. There was a lot going on in my head. I had a lot of lists of things that I wanted to take photos of, do and the like. The IT department, if I don't mention this, because it's only been...
mention it. Get it. Let's get this out the way. Was tailoring.
Who walks up to my IT department and said, "Are you the IT department?" But whoever you are, you made his day.
Certainly did.
Yes, he is the IT department, or one half of it, because the other one wasn't feeling very well. Bless him.
Proper poorly. Poorly. Yes, he was. Got a rotten cold that was teetering on man flu, and then I realised he really was not very well when he said, "I don't think I can come to the rugby tonight." Oh, dear me. So he stayed home.
Warm. Stayed in the warm. Yeah. It was a crackling atmosphere. We'll talk more about that later on as the game progressed. And it was a full house, our 9th in a row. So well done to everybody in the commercial team. It was good to see everybody was streaming. There were lots of traffic issues, I understand, because there were a lot of
huge
people.
traffic issues.
Yeah, there are a lot of people arriving, literally at kick-off and just after.
You have to wonder, whoever does roadworks, why on a Friday night they've decided, when they must know there's a rugby match on, they decide that big roundabout where the A43 coming in and Mia Way coming down meets. Oh, we'll make that one lane. Let's do that. Let's have fun. Let's see what chaos that creates.
Yes, well, it takes a lot, I think, is the short answer. But anyway, the stadium looked amazing, and the pitch looked fabulous as ever. The weather gods behaved themselves again. It did rain during the game. I don't know if anyone noticed that, but I did. So I had to get my chamois leathers out. But it was barely anything. It was barely anything.
It wasn't proper rain, though, was it? It was like that sort of rain that makes the ball slippy, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it was just a few drops, and it wasn't. It was breezy, which I was very grateful for, because the fireworks shot over the east stand when the smoke. So I was like, "Oh, thank you very much. That's great. Thank you. You're gone." And also, we were fartassing around with the telly. I don't know what they were advertising, but it took some time for the last set of adverts to happen. And by the time they had happened, the smoke had gone. So I was a happy camper. We had a number of anniversaries or milestones, I think they're known as.
Milestones.
Yes, Fraser, who was captain anyway, but they left a suitable gap. Dinger's, was his 150th, and I remember him making his debut, and he made his debut in a very famous match. No. He made his debut at what now called the Allianz Stadium, Twickenham, in the Rob Horn charity match, whilst wearing his Cambridge socks.
Yes, I do remember now. In the pouring rain. Oh, that was cold and wet. Oh, and we played like drains. Oh, goodness me. Yeah.
Yes. A lot's happened since then.
Yeah.
But well done, Dingers, for the 150. Colsey and Trev. Obviously, Trev's played with two different clubs. Colsey's only ever played with us. Managed their 100th cap, so congratulations to them. And it was good to see. We had a lot of tries, and we'll talk through the game, obviously. But there were one or two interesting things going on in amongst players. So the first thing we have to mention, and I did talk to Laura, the Ginger Ninja's mum, was Hendy's leg apparel, I'm going to call it. Because the leg that he got his bruise, I was a bit worried that he was going to be like a stake in the ground and he was just going to run around in circles, because one of his legs was about twice the width of the other.
It's like a reinforced shin pad thing.
It was a Matt Lee special, and it clearly did the job, because he had a fantastic game. But it did look looked interesting. The other thing that was going on, and there's been a lot of talk about it, was, of course, this gentleman's hair.
God. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear me. Really? I mean, that is just pure dandelion clock.
It is, isn't it? And if you've missed the rat's tail, here it is. Yes.
Pure stupidity. I mean, just...
Yeah. Yeah. And then, of course, when it was in action, it seemed to have a life force of its own.
He's trying to make himself taller, do you think?
I don't know. But, I mean, the head bandage is still there, but I'm looking forward to seeing the first peroxide blonde 11-year-old.
They'll be there.
But you go for it, Henry. Don't let anybody, not that he needs my permission. No. He is the David Beckham of our current squad. If you remember Mr. Beckham, Mr. Beckham's haircut kept everybody occupied for quite a while.
It's just the joy he brings to the game. and this, the influence on young people, and he is like the Pied Piper when he goes around anywhere.
Oh, absolutely he is. Absolutely he is. And
I was lucky enough. We did see him just before the game, and he was so excited. He was bouncing because it's like first 80 minutes for God since whenever Cardiff. No, did he play one of the Lions?
I think he played one of the midweek Lions games. He played the full 80.
Played one of the midweek Lions. Yeah, that's a long time ago.
It's some time since he's played a full match. Well done him. But you can't fail to notice that haircut.
Before we go fully into the game, you and I were at training last week to watch the prep for the Saracens game, and I had been tasked by my dear friend Nick.
Oh gosh, yes, you had, yes,
to ask a question, which I did not know the answer because I do not play in the front row, and hookers of old, 30, 40 years ago, didn't push in the scrum, so I thought it's quite a valid. How much do hookers push in the scrum? Oh my goodness me! I wished I'd never opened my mouth. So you'd have thought that I had accused our current number one, our injured hooker, of never pushing in the scrum by the way he went off on one. Do you think he doesn't push? Do you think he was being a bit protesting too much there?
Well, he certainly took umbrage. Hold on,
in a big way.
In a
much to the amusement of Paul Shields and Ollie the psychologist. That was
yes, Ollie Dixon the psychologist. I'm just seeing if I can find the photo, because I did actually take some photos, and I don't know I'm not sure what I've done with them.
One where he's seeing is the best one.
It was the way he proceeded to demonstrate while standing on one leg.
Yeah.
No, I don't appear to have.
So yes. So, and in answer to your question, Nick, once he's stuck his foot out a millimetre to prove he's trying to hook, he pushes.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes. That was basically it. Yes.
Please don't ask me to ask a technical question again.
I can't find the photo, but it was very, very funny. His reaction was... actually, I thought what was equally funny was... here we are. Hold on. Here is... I knew I'd find it. The archive never lets me down. I'll just... There we go.
It does look, if you don't know the backstory, it does look as if he's curtsying to somebody.
Well, it does. Very badly, because, of course, his foot's got in front of his leg.
The wrong way, yeah.
But, yes. So, yes. The fact that the sports psychologist is laughing is probably not helping Curtis. And a former hooker of this parish...
Also laughing.
So, yes. So, yes. So, I think, it's worth asking, if only to get a reaction, and you certainly got a reaction. And we now know that he pushes, or at least he claims to.
Claims to push, yes.
Yes.
Anyway, on to after that brief foray into nonsense, the game itself. So, it all started... it all started. And how soon did we score?
It wasn't very far into the game, and it was a beautiful chip through, which George Hendy, he of the twice the size of one leg and the other, managed to get onto the... we were a bit cheeky with our try celebrations, because that is the Ben Earl try celebration. For those of you on Spotify, I'm showing George doing the double thumbs up, which is what Ben Earl does. So clearly we were building on the needle, The hair was behaving itself, though. Have you noticed? But it was a great try by George. He latched on. I'll see if I can. Hold on. He latched on. Oh, here's Finn. Very nice.
Hello,
he
Finn.
latched on to. Here we go.
Oh, yes.
It was Finn. There we go.
Oh yes. Oh hello.
There you go. Finn putting it through.
Threaded. He threaded that, didn't he?
He did. And you can see George is behind. If ever you wanted evidence of George being behind the kicker, which Monsieur Itoji asked the question. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Monsieur Itoji. Here's your answer. He's behind him. Right. Finn beautifully threaded through, and George read it absolutely perfectly. I went in for the score. So that was good.
It was lovely to see the Ginger Ninja doing Ginger Ninja-y things all over the pitch.
He was. He was certainly doing that. And it, as you say, it was lovely to see. It's good to have him back.
And talking of the Ben Earl, the Ben Earl try celebration that we nicked, you noticed and I noticed at the time when I was listening back to Graham, his when he was doing his thing on the game, and he said, and Ben Earl's sitting down there, and he said, he's even annoying. It's not even on the pitch, and he's annoying me. So, yeah,
yes,
yeah, we're all there. We're with you on that one, Graham.
I feel we're over celebrating a little. Yes,
yeah. They'd won a free kick or something, and you'd have thought he'd have won the World Cup. But
there you go. Anyway, and then we scored another try.
We did.
And that was down to sheer determination on the part of the man who's having a stellar season so far.
He's just immense.
So for those of you on Spotify, I have the try of TP scoring when poor Max Malins failed to dot the ball down. It was remarkable how he tried several times and failed to get his hand on top of it.
Got nearly every other part of his body on it. But
yeah. Most of his, yes. If it had been his torso, apparently it would have counted, but it didn't even manage that. So
it was his leg. Yeah. Managed to knock it forward with his knee, and then TP went in and grounded it, which was very exciting.
Oh, very exciting.
Yeah. And as you say, and they did say on TNT that just shows never give up, always carry on chasing, because you never know what's going to happen.
And I don't know whether he. So here we go. I don't know whether he felt it was cricket, because of course, in cricket, unless you appeal, you won't get the wicket. So I think
I did, sir. I did, sir.
It
doesn't look like him. It's just me, or that photograph doesn't look like him, does it? Somehow, it's different.
Oh, okay. I'll go back to it.
It is him, but you know what I mean. It's just sometimes you get a photograph and it yeah, I know what I mean.
Well, that's okay. Colsey's bandage is doing strange things, but anyway, round his head. But anyway, so. Yes, so well done TP for just going for it. And so we got that made it 12-0?
12-0, yeah. Yeah.
And then, so we ought to mention, because this is I think one of the reasons why somebody's dander was particularly up. There was a lot of talk about 19-year-old wingers in the week. Noah Callery, who played right wing, played right wing on Friday as well, for Saracens against Sale, had the game of his life, and started, unsurprisingly, when once you played that game, a bit hard to Mr. McCall to drop him, and so he started again on Friday. So we actually ended up with Edo versus Noah, and I think Fremo. Several people have said this, but it struck me at the time Fremo was going to take that one lying down, that the youngsters were going to be shown a thing or two, and that's what he proceeded to do.
Oh, he absolutely
So
did. It absolutely did.
yeah, so Fremo was on fire. He scored his first try on the opposite side of the ground. I have got it, but it's a crap photo, so I'm not going to show it. But it was it was just brute strength as he battled his way down the wing in front of you. Would have been.
It was.
Yeah,
It was. Yeah.
and it was a beautiful score and a trademark Saints try. But partly it was down to the Ginger Ninja. You know what it reminded me of? That Munster game.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it was fantastic because it sort of it was unfurled in front of us, and you could see the communication that the players have is just remarkable, because they're obviously communicating but not communicating, if that makes sense. They're so in tune with each other, and you could see that try was never not going to be scored, if that makes perfect sense. It was so on from there, and brilliant.
It was
the way they
incredibly
worked
fast. I mean, the pace at which we were playing at that stage was remarkable. Yeah,
unlivable with.
Absolutely it was. Absolutely it was. And yeah. And so Fremo scored. And so we ended up with it being 17-0, am I right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Then the inevitable happened.
Then the inevitable happened. We had a very unusual occurrence, which is a Finn Dinger's mismatch in midfield.
A miscommunication.
Yes.
Lack of communication or something. Of communication.
Yeah. Something happened, and they broke through to score. And I've just had a message from Miss Tyler. I'll tell you about it in a minute. And they broke through to score, and you kind of knew that they were going to, because they're too good a team. They're too good a team with the quality of their pack and backs. It wasn't going to be that that wasn't going to happen. So they broke through and scored. But then we proceeded to have a collective brain fart again. I think would be the way I'd describe it. All right.
Yeah. To be fair, we didn't just do the one offence repeatedly. We went in for lots of different offences this time.
It was like we were playing Yahtzee. We have to collect numbers.
Oh, right. So we'll start with offside, okay? Because we're good at that.
We'll start with we're good at that. Yeah.
Then we'll have an in at the side.
Player. That'll attract the attention of the ref. Yeah.
Not rolling away. Who's got that there, bingo?
Oh, I did actually feel sorry for TP there, because we had a bit of a trademark holding in. We did have a trademark holding in, but he got done. And because by then, Mr. Woodthorpe was in. These guys are annoying me now.
But as a Saints supporter, I have to say it was refreshingly pleasant for it not to be the same offence. But stop it.
I don't think Dowson, Vesty and Radders and co would have seen it that way.
I'm trying to look.
So what started off as 17-0 ultimately meant we went into the hutch at half-time 17-19 down. And you can see everyone looking at each other going, how did that happen? What's going on there? And of course we had TP in the bin because, yes. But it sounds like, if every interview I've heard and with Dowson and Vesty and co, that it sounds like the players realised what they'd done, and it was all very calm. And they came out, and it was a case of getting through. When they came back out, it was a case of getting through TP's the last 7 minutes of TP's yellow card, which they did score, and we were suddenly 24-17 down. Was it 24-17? 26-17? 26-17 down.
26-17, yeah, converted try.
So at this point, I don't know whether Fremo lost his temper and decided, it's like, I'm going to sort this. And TP, when he came back on, I did say to Dr. Jones, when I saw, there's a bit of footage of TP on the Watt bike. I was saying, I'm surprised it's not ended up in the middle of the pitch the way he's pedalling.
Oh, I think Ashton said something about he's pedaling that bike down the touchline. You could have wired up the national grid to it, to tell you, and it saved some of the wind farms. It was
So he came back
Like
on.
an angry hamster in a wheel, he was.
He certainly was. And proceeded to score a beautifully worked try. And I got a nice photograph of him roaring. I think that was that. If photographers are going to get a photo of that, because he just appeared through a wall of bodies, was him roaring as he scored. Because so well done, TP. That was good. And then we started all the flowing stuff. It was joy to behold. Mitch and Finn and Dingers, and we haven't mentioned Hutch, who again had a game of his life. I thought it was lovely when Dingers in his interview said, "I am so lucky to play, in between Mitch and Finn and Hutch." And I'm thinking, well, actually, mate, you're a big cog in that machine as well. It was just a joy to behold. And the Battle of the 19-year-olds, I think it was a score draw. I think we can safely say, partly because Mr. Gallagher managed to damage himself in the warm-up, so he was sporting rather large. I think he only had one operational foot. So I think it'd be good to see the two 19-year-olds go again when we play again, when they're both fit. Meanwhile, Fremo was having a game of his life. Having the game of his life.
Because he's got to knock these young pups on the head, hasn't he? I mean, because his vast age of, is he 25 yet?
No, I don't think he is. No, I don't think he is. So he's, in the same way that Archie was complaining about us calling him old when he's 20. I think we're in similar danger with Mr. Freeman. But he is a joy to watch. He is, and he's also one of the nicest men you could possibly meet. I mean, we say that about a lot of the Saints players, but yeah, he is an absolute delight. And so when he went in for his fourth try, he was literally flying. And
he's 20. Can I just say, he was born in 2001. I've just looked him up. He was born March 2001.
So there you go.
Oh, blimey.
Yes. Yeah. And he feels like he's been around forever because, of course, he made his debut at 18. So here he is, flying, with his fancy boots that I mentioned before.
I was going to say, I've only just noticed his boots. Excuse me.
Yeah, I did mention them. They've got sort of like swirls on them. Yeah.
Yeah. They're very fancy.
Yeah, I did. By the way, I did ask Tom Lockett how much he got for the boots on eBay.
Yeah.
And he said, well, some of them were shit. So...
and slightly used.
So I don't think a great deal. But yes, no, Fremo's boots are something to behold. And so well done, Fremo. And well done, the Saints back line. I thought the pack were outstanding. They were just...
we have to mention the Man Mountain. I mean, JJ, wasn't he having fun?
He was having a bucket load of fun. Tom Willis must have been sick of the sight of him because he was being dragged around the pitch by him for large portions of the game.
Sometimes when you've got a children's party or something, and there's the uncle who thinks it'll be fun to engage in some sort of jocular physicality with small children, and they end up running around the hall with small children attached to them. It was like that, really.
A bit like this, you mean? Sorry, on Spotify, I'm showing a lot of photos today.
Yes.
But, JJ just, no, you're not going to stop me. I'm just going to keep going.
And you'll just come with me if I carry on moving.
Because we're going up the other end of the pitch, not the direction you want to go. Yes.
Yeah. And it was watching him work his way up the pitch with
and dragging in so many defenders. Yeah, I mean, he's just dragging in defenders all the time. So play, JJ. You had a fantastic game there. It was lovely to watch.
And a huge part of the turnaround after half time as well. It was.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was his carrying in midfield that was just sucking them all in, and much to their annoyance. I also think that Finn had one of his best games. I mean, he's been playing well, but he was pulling the strings every which way, starting with that first Hendy try. Him and Mitch were just on song, which was remarkable. I mean, I know they were playing together probably with England, although knowing Steve Borthwick, they probably had him playing with Ben Spencer. But anyway, they
George Ford.
training sessions.
I want you to play with George Ford. Ben.
Yeah, they only had one training session before the game together, because of course we had an England camp last week. So it was remarkable how they clicked into gear so fast. And great to see. Great to see.
And I was going to say, it was, if anything encapsulates Finn's game and his ability to read the game and communicate with his players, was Fremo's final try.
Yes. That was just a thing of beauty. And I felt so sorry. It was one of the flankers who was out there. You could just think...
Parland.
Yeah, it was Terry Parland. He was a nice man, actually. I have spoken to him a couple of times. And he was just like, oh, good, Bennett. You could see that look on his face.
That didn't go where I expected it to. What?
What? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a thing of beauty and absolutely on the money. So, yeah, well played, Finn. And it was Finn who did the talking in the huddle post-match.
Yeah.
Which a number of people noticed. Because Diggers was talking to Dan Bigger and the Housewife's Choice after the game, and saying very lovely things about his colleagues because he's a lovely guy. But it was Finn who took over in the huddle. I ended up in the huddle, stood next to Mr. Lockett, which was very sweet. And it was Finn that did the talking. So, and wise words from the young man, which the lads were intently listening to. The thing I'd love is, and I asked people to watch for it, is that there's a habit that the Saints guys have got into. We didn't talk about this beforehand, but I think I want to mention it, which is when they go through the tunnel, applauding after the game, both teams applauding each other. Well done to both teams for doing that, because we've noticed, certainly in France, that's not happening as often as it should. But they applauded each other off the pitch, which was great. But now what Saints do is all the non-playing staff and players form a line and they give each other a hug all the way to the huddle. Yeah. Takes some time, but I think it's lovely because it's back to we're one squad. It's the whole squad that get this success, not just the match day 23. But what it does do is it does add some time because you've got a lot of people to get down to hug before they get in the huddle. So, well done. Yeah. And a jolly good time was had by all. So we need to choose the Ladies Wot Pod player of the match.
Oh, God. Well, Fremo's out the reckoning because he got the official one. So that's one.
He got the official one. Yeah.
So we only have to choose from 14. And to be honest, you could make a case for every single one of them, really.
You could.
Special mention to JJ. I thought Henry, given it was his first full game back, was annoying. TP.
Well, that intercept was that little bit of momentum. So there were two bits of momentum swing that they always talk about. One was Burke missing his kick to touch.
Yes.
And then the second was Henry reading the play beautifully and making the break. So, those little bits of swing. So, Henry was doing his job that we always want from Henry.
Mitch, I thought Mitch again and Mitch.
Once you've got
that axis of Mitch and Finn and Mitch, and then Dingers and Hutch and Dingers, you've got fish and chips and sausage and mash, haven't you? It's just like,
well, that's one hell of a meal.
Or fish and chips and bananas and custard. I don't know, things that go so well together.
Yes, it was. Yeah, the match pairs were playing beautifully. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
The Ginger Ninja as well. I thought he looked back to his he was getting Sarries in a right muddle at times because
Yes.
they thought he was going one way and he didn't, or trying to duck under them at one point, which was
There was a lot of ducking under. Finn was trying to duck under tackles as well.
But
which meant
it's
that
more
Cozy and
achievable.
TP were actually carrying him towards the line at one stage.
It's more achievable when you're Finn's height than you're the Ginger Ninja's height.
Well, this is true. Yes.
But yeah, so who do we think? For me, and now drilling it down, and JJ, special mention to JJ as well. But I can't get a cigarette paper between Finn and TP, actually.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a huge call, but I'm going to go this time with Finn.
Yes.
Because we go through this routine, but he's always winning it. Well, he doesn't win it at all because we're always going, he's always winning it.
Because he's always winning it. Yeah. No, so I
think the Ladies Wot player of the match is Finn Smith.
Finn. Yeah.
He showed the leadership that you want from a fly half.
Yeah. And if he can forget whatever it was Johnny Sexton told him to do about his kicking, we'll be fine. We'll be grand.
Yeah, we'll be super. Yes. Yes, so well done. Sergeant Wilson. Now, we did have a chat about this.
We did. Yeah,
no.
Maro Toji's certainly not getting it. Shut up!
Yes, I don't think anybody wins a Sergeant Wilson because basically we managed to tee him off good and proper. And so until our discipline improves, and I think
there was a moment when somebody I know was lobbying for this, when Dingers, after they'd been given a penalty that the only person who thought in the whole ground who thought it should be a penalty to them was the referee, and also they didn't take it from anywhere near the mark, given he'd been so pedantic about Mitch going right back to the blade of
wrong place. Yes,
going right back to the blade of grass that had so. And Dingers questioned, sort of tried to tell the referee he was an idiot, really, in the politest possible way, but not enough to overcome all the stupidity in the middle. So
yes,
not from Dingers, no stupidity from Dingers, from the rest of the team. Though. Yeah,
indeed.
The atmosphere. We discussed this as well before, didn't we? Because we
did.
There is an element of preparation, ladies and gentlemen, that goes into this. Hard to believe, I know, but there is an element of preparation. We'll just say the atmosphere, Friday Night Lights, the atmosphere is always good. Hats off to the people who came in fancy dress. Not sure what the Super Mario Brothers have got to do with Halloween, but they were there.
Or dinosaurs.
All dinosaurs, but they were there. One bit, there's, who scored the try? And you see on the telly, you see the ghost, but running across. But what you don't see, and I said to Paulie, what you've missed there, it might be when TP in that
I think it was TP's try, yes.
I said that Bernie, the ghost is chasing Bernie. So in the chaos and mayhem that's going on, you've got Bernie being chased by a ghost around the edges of the stadium.
Yes, I thought the atmosphere was outstanding on Friday. I don't think I've ever heard... So we've heard fleeting glimpses of the Shoe Army song, but it's turned into Shoe Army the chant, which... and it was loud and proud from everybody on Friday. So, you were very noisy. My watch was going crackers because, it kept telling me, you're going to have hearing problems. Too late there, mate. And so, it was very, very loud. And, brilliant. Friday Night Lights did its job. So well done, everybody.
And again, the 16th man, I felt there was a bit where you felt Saints' energy levels dip slightly. And it was actually Henry, who's standing there going, no, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Because people watch him, they responded to him. And I felt that as the 16th man, we did a damn good job, chaps.
I think you did. Well yeah. It's not a job that I can get involved in because if I did, I'd get told off.
Well, you would.
I can get away with it at certain games, but not a sellout. Gallagher PREM.
And there were some away supporters.
There were. They're quite, yeah, they absolutely were. And they were singing. No, you don't really sing, do you? Chanting, I think is,
Yeah, we do.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, you could hear them too. And that's what you want. You want both sets of supporters going for it. You don't want, one set of supporters quiet and the other one noisy. You want both. It's the reason that we love having away supporters to the ground. So welcome to everybody.
Could I just point out, Saracens, that's how you do it. You let the away supporters have a bit of vocal, but you don't play stuff over them.
Yes, and that stupid bloody bell.
Just saying.
And Dr. Jones, my IT department's favourite, Sweet Caroline.
Yes. And just we were saying as well about how the future for the England team, the English rugby, is looking good with the youngsters that were there. I mean, not just our Saints youngsters, but shout out to the Bracken brothers who look the real deal. And that's,
Yeah. So I mean, it was good to see that Saracens are at last playing young, talented English players. They're not just going to the market and filling their squad with very expensive players who are already capped and already, they are. Although the rumour is that they are with a certain number 8, they're repeating that process. But at least they have a portion of their squad who are getting the opportunity to play, really good rugby. And the Bracken brothers look very quick and very skilled and very talented. So, as you say, the future of English rugby. And, back to dear old Noah, all 19 years of him, he'll have learnt loads from that game because you learn, everybody says you learn more from the games, where it doesn't quite go so brilliantly.
But it's not easy,
although Edo is yet to experience that. I suppose Exeter is the nearest he's come to it. We were saying beforehand that Edo skipped the bit where you go out on loan because
he doesn't. He wasn't because he's done. Did he play in the Mobs game? Has he been to the slope that is Bedford?
Oh, he's been to the slope. Oh God, yes. Yeah. So he's done the slope, but he's done it as a Saints player. He went to Glasgow as a Saints player. He's played in the Premiership Rugby Cup. He went to Saracens, so we've already beaten Saracens at their place once this season. Edo played there, and then we've won 4 and drawn 1 in the Premiership. So he must think this game's flipping easy. And Mr. Callery was one of the many Saracens players who has played for Ampthill, who are having a shocking season. More of that shortly. Yeah. So, he has done the on-loan thing, but Edo hasn't. I don't believe. Somebody can tell us if the...
No, I don't think he has.
If any of the under-18 coaching team are listening, could they tell us? Because I don't think he's been anywhere other than Saints. Obviously, his school team, but he's not a professional rugby player then. Yes. But I think he's only ever played for Saints. So well done him. So. Now we had quite a few visitors on Friday, giving us. We did. And we had another delivery from our dear friend, Mr. Lindsley. I'm very careful. I discovered on the bottom of my box was a picture of a camera, which I hadn't noticed until I went to watch it.
We were told if we brought the boxes back, they'd be refilled, and
they were. He was doing deliveries at the game. It was about.
He was. So what did you go for?
Well, I've already had one of the jammy tarts, but I saved the mince pie for now. So should we have a nibble of a mince pie? Because this is the next generation.
This is the next generation of mince pies.
No, I'm not a mince. It means this year I've eaten more mince pies because this is my second one than I normally eat. Oh yeah. Now he did mention he'd forgotten to put the apple in. The mincemeat, I mean. That's very nice. And rubbish on the on a podcast, but very good, Richard. Well, something I have to say, I have already had one of the jam tarts, which I had while I was doing the photos yesterday, because it took forever. And that was very good too. And in fact, Richard's so generous, he was handing stuff out as people were stood around me. Several people became the beneficiaries of Richard's fabulous cooking. So thank you. Are you enjoying yourself there, Mrs. Saunders? Because the next bit you were going to do, but I don't think you are now. No, I can't remember the gentleman's name, but we've now started a trend of people sending us stuff on social media. So for those of you of a certain age, you'll remember Alas Smith and Jones, but now we've got the Ladies Wot Pod version, which is Alas Lis and Jones, and it was beautifully done.
It was.
And I had no neck, and I don't think you had much of a neck, but it was a beautifully done graphic. So thank you ever so much too. I've filled out as much as I can. Just looking it up.
Darren. It's Darren, isn't it?
Yes, I think it's Darren as well. Darren, who follows us on X. Thank you ever so much, Darren. It made me laugh out loud. But yes.
I don't know if you can see if I put it up.
Go towards your right shoulder. There we go. And pull it back from the screen, and there you go. There you go. Those of you on Spotify, that is shocking, isn't it?
There you go.
I love the fact that you're leaning on your arm in the way that... anyway.
I can do that.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
So thank you very much for that. I was going to say, I actually had to help somebody as a halo.
Oh, that's not.
People, actually. But there was a lovely family from Buckingham Rugby Club, and they were hoping to collect a signed photo, I think, of James Ram that they thought might have been left at reception. And I said, I tell you what, it's easier if you wait here, I'll go and see if it's there. So I beetled, because I can get in and out much faster and don't have to try and persuade people that they should come with me. So I beetled around. No, nothing like it there. So, but with the advice that they phone during the week and speak to Nikki, who knows where everything is. So beetled back around and said, no, ever so sorry, it's not here. But, you know, in return for me going to look for it, watch Ladies Wot Pod. So I hope they've joined us. If so, hello and welcome.
Henry Country, of course, Buckingham Rugby Club.
Henry, Will Glister Country.
Yes, Will Glister, yes, who's we saw at training last week, running around like a mad thing. So hopefully we'll see a bit of Will in the Prem Rugby Cup.
Prem Cup.
He's back from his injury. Yes, what I would say is congratulations to the boys in the changing room, because there was... I must find out what tune the young people were playing, because there was a lot of dancing after the Shoe Army song. There was a lot of dancing, and I have no idea what the tune was, but it was. Yeah. So they are a jolly bunch when they get going, but there was a lot of dancing.
How did the dancing look then? You know, was it sort of like?
Oh, it's very modern, very
John Travolta. John Travolta sort of disco dancing sort of style?
No, not quite. But the young people were enjoying themselves. Actually, the squad father was particularly enjoying himself, aka Hutch. But yes, so well done, everybody. There was much merriment in the changing room, as you would hope after such a great victory. Meanwhile, talking of great victories, we have to unfortunately report a loss for Loughborough. But
as we were carving out a memorable victory down in southwest London, they were facing
the mass ranks of Quins in their first match of the season.
Yeah,
they've only been together for 10 days, and so there was a lot of... We talk about players, you know, learning from each other. It's a remarkable scoreline, given how many... well done to Beau Westcombe Evans, who scored... she had a horrific knee injury at that ground a year ago. And she came back to the same ground. That must have that must be difficult for a sportsman.
Hard, yeah.
Oh, sportswoman in this case, sorry. And she scored a fantastic try, so well done to Bo. And I love the hug that Nelly gave her when she scored. It was lovely. Yeah, so it's a try bonus point. It would have been good if they managed to nick the losing bonus point, but these things, you know. So, and they're back at home this weekend at the Gardens. So get down and support them and congratulate the world champions. Very good at eating lemon drizzle cake in one case. So you know, lots to come from that squad. They're looking good. They're looking good. I'll tell you who's also looking good. Oh my God, Gloucester Heartbreak. They played some fabulous stuff yesterday as they laid waste.
Could you just tell me who they beat yesterday?
That'll be Saracens.
Oh, okay. So the Saracens media team have going to be very quiet this weekend all round.
Well, it was all a bit bizarre, and I don't want to talk about them. But the one thing they put up was about Henry, and it's like, well, he's our player. Why are you putting up about him? And it wasn't even having a go at him. So it's all a bit weird, really. But they were obviously having a bad day, so we'll just leave them to have a bad day. And our guys were just having fun, putting lots of photos and reels up.
Let's put it this way. I think the rest of the Premiership media teams were having fun because Saracens were having a quiet day. They don't help themselves, do they, really?
No, not really. Yes. Meanwhile, Bedford, talking of Saracens, Bedford we're playing Ampthill in the next round of the Battle of Bedfordshire. I don't know how often they're going to play this battle, but it seems quite regularly. And this was at Oney Field, as it's now called. Dillingham Park, Oney Field. It's always changing its blessed name. Anyway, Bedford were on fire. Their win last week has set them off. And even Mike Reyes said he wasn't quite expecting the scoreline he ended up with, which was 14-66. And Saracens played a part in that game as well because they provided Ampthill with 10 players. Didn't do them any good. Oh dear.
I do think that scoreline, 14-66, sounds like the year that the original Battle of Bedfordshire
was played. Anyway, and Archie Benson clearly had a game and a half because anyone who's seen his interview, there's not a lot left of his away shirt.
No, he said he was loving it.
Battle. So well done to Bedford. And then the last team I saw on Saturday, but they actually played Saturday and Sunday, and of course it was the Northampton Saints wheelchair rugby team who were playing in the inaugural WR5s Nationals. So this is the best teams in the country battling out for the top slots. So it's like a round-robin cup competition over 2 days, unlike the league that happens over several weekends. Again, lots of new players, lots of players coming together the first time, and they won their first game. They lost to Leicester Tigers, who, well, we're not going to talk about them because they just annoy me the way they treat the sport. But I have to say, I'm really proud of the boys and girls who turned out and, you know, played their socks off. Because it is a brutal sport. And the thing with this format is it's in the Olympic format, which means it's 4 quarters of 8 minutes. Now, if you can imagine pushing a heavy wheelchair it is a brutal physical exercise for these guys, as much as a sport. So well done to everybody. Well done to GBWR for at last putting that format together. Because I think it gave players an opportunity that they wouldn't otherwise have. So, and in the end, Saints came fourth. They lost their last game, their playoff game, for third place by 1 point.
1 point.
But you know, I'm dead proud of them. I spent all morning this morning going through all the photos, and there's some absolute crackers. And again, we've got, you know, we talk about Henry. The two were on the Saints show together. Tristan Natras, who is a number 8. He wears the number 8 because that's what he played until he had his, I think it was a spinal stroke.
It was, yeah.
And he is an outstanding player. fantastic player, learning loads every time he plays, and he's still a youngster. In the same way Henry's a youngster, Tristan is still a youngster. So lots and lots of great stuff coming through. So well done to Jamie and the guys. I mean, the thing is, it's inspiring seeing. It really is inspiring seeing how hard the volunteers work, how hard the players work.
Can I just stop you? You know what we said about there's no signings unless something happens whilst we're on air, like they did with me.
Have done while we're recording, have they? What have they done?
They have. Dingers! Dingers is staying. Well, what a surprise.
Dingers! Well, I think, hold on, I'm just having a look myself. Oh, Dingers! Oh!
That's the one.
Oh,
so that's the one we wanted. They're all the
they're all the ones we want.
Yes.
Dingers.
Don't want any of them.
Brilliant news. Oh, that is such brilliant news because, he's top man.
Yeah.
Top man.
Yes, and I suspect there's a fair few clubs up and down the country that would have liked to have him. Bitten
hand off to have him. So back to the wheelchairs just for a second. I have to say, guys,
it just flashed up, and I thought,
and worthy of an interruption, absolutely. Yeah. But I wanted to say congratulations to all the volunteers because it is amazing how hard they work and the support. We actually had supporters coming down to support the team. It was lovely to see. They appreciate everything that people do, and they're a lovely bunch. Even Mike Nixon, when you take photographs when I've fallen asleep. How did I manage to fall?
That was one of the funniest. That was one of the funniest.
If you've been to a wheelchair rugby tournament, you would know it is not the quietest of sports because two wheelchairs hitting each other is incredibly noisy. I slept through it all. I was so tired after Friday and I was going down with the team cold that I decided that I'd have a nap pitch side, much to the amusement of the players. They weren't playing at the time. I ought to hasten to add.
It is amazing when you're tired what you can sleep through. I went to a Thin Lizzy concert once, and they were the support band. So it was 1977. So the end of my first term at university, Hammersmith Odeon, as it was then, Thin Lizzy, and the support band was a punk band called Radiators from Space. I have no idea what they sounded like. I sat down in this nice warm comfy chair, fast asleep.
Yeah, well,
that was me. It was all the studying I'd been doing, obviously.
Gary Collier kindly pointed out that didn't dribble. Thank you. That's lovely. But it is. I love taking photos of them. They're a wonderful bunch. And I love being their sponsor. So everybody, I sold some photos over the weekend. So everybody who's bought a photo or, a print or a download, all that money, all that profit will go straight to the wheelchair rugby guys. So, thank you very much. So well done. Brilliant. Well done to them. And I think this is a format that they will learn and the team will grow. And it's all good news. They've got lots of... we will try on the pod in future. I will talk to Jamie. We'll try and give advance notice of events because seriously, guys, get to Kettering, get to Stoke Mandeville, and go and watch a play because it's free. It's a great day out, and they're a lovely bunch of people, and they really do appreciate the support. Meanwhile, Towcester under-11s.
No, we're not going quite down that. We're moving down the age groups.
Remember? You want to? Yes. I thought we briefly mentioned, but you're right. We didn't do a proper job yet. We're heading my way though, aren't we? We're heading my way to Shelford.
Yes. So the future saints, quasi saints, I suppose, the under 18s and under 17s. So the academy that has produced all of our. Well, not Finn, but so many of the other players who are playing in the first 15 were out in force. And the under-18s won by quite a lot, which I've written down somewhere.
67-40.
67-40 against Sale. The highlights are up, and have a look at them, and you can see there's one wing, Charlie. He is He is immense.
And didn't he play in the under-18 final last year? We saw him play. Yeah. It's brilliant how they develop. It is brilliant. I mean, you just think he's in his second year. We keep doing this. Hugh Shields was captaining, was that? Was it Hugh was captaining? And Hugh was training with the first team squad last week. So, he was in. Yeah, it is fantastic what they're doing.
And then the under-17s, not to be outdone,
in the dark,
running around. And they beat Sale Sharks under-17s 54-33.
Yep. Anyone who's actually watched rugby at Shelford, Hutch's former club. I think there's another player who's a Peacock. They're known as the Peacocks, former Peacock. And Hutch is a Peacock. He's a former Shelford guy. You would know that the lights at Shelford are a bit dim. So well played, the under-17s, because seeing would have been.
Their eyesight's better. Their eyesight's much better at that age.
Well, I'm glad. They must all eat carrots before the game. But well done, everybody. It's great to hear that the squad are developing so well. So brilliant. Well done.
Continuing with our production line.
Yeah. It's brilliant to hear about. So getting even younger.
Yes, moving down the age group. So Towcester 11s, Towcester under 8s. We're in two different places, of course. So I went away with the under 11s to Brackley, where it was they all were playing each other, Brackley, Daventry and Towcester. And the same was happening in Towcester with the international man of mystery. We'll never know what happened because he didn't want to be on camera. But Harry gives us a brief report now.
So today was a good session against Banbury and another team.
Daventry.
And
Brackley and Daventry.
Yeah.
Not Banbury.
Oh, Brackley and Daventry. I've hurt my neck, but I'll be back next week, and I've also hurt my back. We conceded more than we scored. In the first game, we conceded about 7 times. And then we went on to lose every other game, scoring only 1 try.
Positive outlook this week then. You got anything fun to say about it?
It was cold. It was a bit boring.
Everything?
Yeah. Done.
No good takeaways from that? No looking forward to next week? Areas of improvement? Anything that isn't just negative? No? Okay, cool.
No, nothing else.
And Alfie?
So poor little Harry managed to get tackled from the side and heard his neck go click and then fell on his back and was thoroughly miserable and bored, and it was cold. But he's still enthusiastic about being back next week, so you can't ask for more, really. It's nothing.
No.
I
think learning to take the cold is going to be a challenge. Yeah.
And I think as everybody
cold, they don't
as
really
everybody
cold.
said, no, and as everybody said this weekend, it's suddenly gone cold. We've not had a gradual going into cold, really. It's suddenly
just
gone
went off a cliff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wearing a woolly hat, and I was quite grateful for it on Friday.
Yeah. Well, I'd got my thermal gilet, my my heated gilet.
Which you were taunting my IT department with because you used to play.
Absolutely. Well, I was going to say, I better, if my IT department wants one for Christmas, I better get my order in because I'm telling so many people about these.
They're on
Amazon.
Don't want to miss out. Yes.
It'd be awful.
So walking rugby. Well, I'm gonna bring walking rugby from Histon walking rugby because my IT department headed off on Sunday morning. And he'd done a hat trick, he very proudly told me on his return. And he didn't even go backwards or fall over the line. So well done, Dr. T.
Well done.
Fantastic. Good to see that the skills are developing and a hat-trick was scored. I think there was also some mention of assisting somebody else to score a try, but let's
let's not over-egg the pudding.
Let's just not over-egg it, yes. But well done. Well played.
Well done. And Saints walking rugby, Thursday in the barn. If you're free, pop along and give it a go.
Give it a go. I know Dr. T absolutely loves it, so yeah, absolutely loves it. And then we've got a big weekend in the land of the Saints support week even in the land of the Saints Supporters Club.
Well, it's a bit AGM and quiz. We're trying to entice people to come to the AGM by putting a quiz on after it. You don't have to come to the AGM to be in the quiz, but it would be nice if you just came so it looked like we got some bodies, whether or not you're interested. So, yeah, votes committee in. We've got a couple of people resigning from the committee for personal reasons, not because they've fallen out with us, they can't stand us. It's just life moves on.
Life's happened, yes. Yeah.
So come along to the AGM. I think 6:15 at the Gardens. I think I'm not sure whether there's any quiz places left. You need to go onto our website to find out. But yeah, we look forward to seeing you all.
Yes, and you'll meet both Ladies Wot and a full IT department as well.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, we have a quiz team, the Ladies Wot quiz. And the IT department.
I'm feeling the pressure already. So, and then we're on. It's a busy week this week. So you and I are at training tomorrow. As Saints build up. Yeah, that was the news from Liz.
Okay. Yeah.
You may said the words. It's because you're busy, excellent. But I assume Tuesdays is a good day.
Tuesdays is a good day. Yeah.
So. It's training tomorrow, and Saints will be preparing for the Prem Rugby Cup.
I am quite excited as to who we're going to put.
I'm very excited because we're going to obviously England will be playing Australia. I don't know who Italy and I've missed Scotland are playing. I apologise. Hutch and Elliott will not be eligible to play for Scotland because it's outside the test window, so they won't be able to play. I think it's against the States, so so they won't be eligible anyway. But yeah, having 10 internationals heading off, plus James Craig, plus Radders, and Daz rightly congratulated them in the changing room after the game on Friday. We get to see a lot of the players. We get to see. We don't know who we're going to see because that's all part of the Prem Rugby Cup. Who knows who we're going to see?
We've got all those the lot that have come up from the academy that are out on loan at the moment that might get dragged in.
We'll probably see the likes of Toby Tame, who I mean, if you think about it's going to be we might see your Archies, your Finn Browns, who knows who we'll see. It wouldn't surprise me at some point during the Prem Rugby Cup that we see some returning players from injury. I have no inside track, but it'd be really lovely if we could, get some minutes into the likes of Ollie Slightholme and George Furbank. So it's really exciting. We just have no idea where the coaches are going to go. It's all part of the fun. And we'll be playing Harlequins at the Gardens at 5:30. So,
and it's the remembrance game.
It is the remembrance game. It'd be interesting to see who's going to lead that because. We don't know who it won't be Pete Nuttall on the announcements because he's doing the Rugby League internationals at the moment. So it's got to be somebody else. Yes.
Somebody else. Yeah. Yeah, it would be.
Yes. I saw on one, I think it was on St. Sinners, I saw somebody saying he was somewhat surprised to hear the dulcet tones of Nuttall. Most people don't be everywhere. But he always says he regards the Gardens as home.
I think he does. I think it just lies to us to keep us sweet. Tells everybody that. Wouldn't surprise me.
Yes. So this weekend we have a lot of rugby. I've got 3 games. I don't know which ones you're going to, but I'm going to Goldington Road on Friday night in the Champ, where the victorious Bedford Blues are going to be playing from last Saturday. We'll be playing Doncaster Knights.
Oh, right. Yes.
That'll be a
Phyllis Violet.
I think that'll be a cracking game.
Mm,
Really, really good game.
yeah.
So that's that's Friday Night Lights at Goldington Road. Get yourself down there. You'll have a fabulous time if you do.
I was going to say, and the other thing is, if you go to Goldington Road on Friday night, it's Halloween, isn't it? So you're not going to be pestered by trick or treaters. Be out.
That's true, because you're not in. We'll probably still see Bernie being chased by that ghost.
Yeah.
Down the A428. Anyway, yes, so it's Doncaster Knights in the Champ. I'm really looking forward to that. That should be a belter of a game.
Yeah.
On Saturday, obviously, in the big world of Allianz Stadium, there'll be some of you who will be going to watch England play Australia, but I'll be going to watch Harlequins play.
Me too.
In the Prem Rugby Cup, which should be cracking. And then on Sunday, we get to see our Loughborough Lightning playing Sale, who had a cracking win over the weekend in the PWR. So it's an absolutely packed agenda this week. We couldn't cram any more in if we tried. And I'm really looking for all three games. There are lots of reasons to be excited by all of them, because our teams are really getting motoring now, and it'll be good to see the girls back at the Gardens. If only so that we can congratulate them on their glorious, in the case of the England players, their glorious victory. And everybody seems to love that black kit.
I love it.
Although I like both, to be honest, but it is unusual, that chevron kit.
I mean, I love the African violet kit as a kit, but I love the black kit as I can see people wearing it, and I think it's a really nice. It marries the two teams together so well.
It does, absolutely, it does. Yeah, you're spot on there.
Yeah.
So here we go. So get yourself down Goldington Road, the Gardens ×2, and you'll have a packed weekend of rugby. Wow.
Yes, I will be there with my season ticket on Sunday and Saturday, obviously, and I'll look at going to Goldington Road.
I think, as I say, I think it'll be a belt of a game. I know Sherpa 2's very excited by it all. Well done to everybody this weekend. We had a good weekend of rugby, and Saints are top of the Prem.
Let's enjoy just the view from the top.
Yes, I'm a bit worried I'll get a nosebleed, but anyway.
Just enjoy it. Don't look down. Just
don't
look out.
As we say, the roller coaster is going up at the moment. It's more than capable of going the other way. So let's enjoy it whilst it lasts on its upward trajectory. But I think, Liz, unless you tell me otherwise, that was.
That is fine. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had a worry there.
I've no further breaking news. No further breaking news.
That was the Ladies Wot Pod Series 2, Episode 14.
14.
Done.
Yeah. I think the horses might be happy.
I hope so. Ingrates otherwise. Bye.
Bye.